In the heart of the desert, where stories live in the wind and history is held in the red earth, a quiet revolution is taking place. Among the people working to revive what time and policy tried to erase, Vanessa Farrelly stands with strength, purpose, and vision. She is not just a teacher. She is not just a coordinator. She is a lifeline, the thread that pulls language back from the brink. As the organizer of the Pertame Language Nest, she is nurturing more than children, she is nurturing survival. This is not a curriculum confined to textbooks or theory. This is a living, breathing immersion. A preschool-style program rooted in ancient rhythms and revitalized with contemporary resilience. Vanessa Farrelly knows the stakes. She knows that Pertame, once spoken freely and fiercely, now exists in whispers. Around 20 speakers remain, all elders, holding centuries of culture on their tongues. All from the grandparent generation. All knowing that without urgent action, their language will fall silent forever. And so, the Pertame Language Nest doesn't just teach, it transforms. It dreams. It remembers. It reaches back to pull forward. But Farrelly does not walk this path alone. She and her team have adopted a framework with a track record that speaks louder than theory, the FTS, or full-time sequence method. This is not a speculative approach. It is a blueprint, a proven journey from silence to fluency. It's like a roadmap, Farrelly says, with the clarity of someone who's seen transformation firsthand. A complete beginner, someone who knows no language, becomes an advanced, fluent speaker. And they've been able to do it in just over a year. This isn't hyperbole. It's happening. It's real. In just 12 to 15 months, learners are speaking, dreaming, and living in a language that once teetered on extinction's edge. The method is strict in the best way, full immersion. No translations. No fallback to English. Just body language, repetition, embedded stories. Cultural context becomes the classroom. Expression becomes explanation. Through this method, the children learn not just vocabulary, but belonging. They move, they sing, they mimic, they absorb the cadence of their ancestors without ever needing to explain it in English. Their minds are allowed to rewire the way their grandparents did. Naturally, authentically, powerfully. These children, infants and toddlers now, are more than students. They are the first generation in half a century to be able to claim Pertame as their first language. Not their second, not a curiosity, but a heartbeat. Every morning, when they step into that nest, they are stepping into identity. They laugh in Pertame. They ask for food in Pertame. They are disciplined, praised, comforted, in Pertame. No filter, no translation. This is not just language learning. This is linguistic resurrection. And it is driven by community, not bureaucracy. It is guided by elders, not external experts. It is built in the image of those who have carried the culture even through trauma, dispossession, and generations of silence imposed by systems that never intended survival. Every lesson, every word learned, every story retold is resistance. Each child who sings in Pertame is a monument to resilience. The FTS model is helping create not just fluent speakers, but future teachers. Future elders. Future storytellers. It's about restoring what colonization tried to take. It's about healing intergenerational wounds with intergenerational wisdom. It's about returning something sacred to its rightful place, the voices of children. Vanessa Farrelly and the elders around her are not just preserving a language. They are awakening it. They are making sure that 20 speakers becomes 200. That the grandparent generation is not the final chapter, but the prologue to a new era. They are ensuring that the next welcome to country will not just be ceremonial, it will be lived. Spoken, understood. Through Pertame, these children will know who they are. They will know who they come from. They will know their stories, not as translation, but as truth. Because when a child learns in their own language, they do not just learn words. They learn worth. They learn that their culture is not a relic, but a future. And it is people like Vanessa Farrelly, like the elders who sit in circles and share what must never be forgotten, like the learners who show up every day ready to speak into being what nearly faded. It is these people who make that future possible. In the Pertame Language Nest, there is no mourning, only movement. There is no loss, only reclamation, no end, only beginning. And with every word spoken, whispered, shouted, sung, Pertame lives again.